I'm Greg Baldwin, host of Around Flagtown, and this is episode 3. We're here at Mozelle's Bakery at Heritage Square in downtown Flagstaff. Standing next to me is the owner, Andrea Knott, with a K.
With a K. Hi, Greg. Welcome to Mozelle's.
Come to Mozelle's to satisfy all your sweet tooth needs. Andrea, when did you first realize that baking was a passion of yours?
I think I realized it right out of high school. My goal was to get to culinary school, but it was full, so I had to take the pastry program while I was waiting for that to open up. I started that and realized that I loved that, the structure and the science behind it, and just the whole baking, what you start with and what you end up with.
Yeah, cooking, totally different. You can throw in a bunch of ingredients, really play with the flavors. Baking, totally different ballgame.
Yeah, you don't get to do that in baking.
So how long have you been here in Flagstaff?
We've been here 20 years.
And how did you end up here?
I met my husband in the military, and we ended up being stationed down in Fort Huachuca. So when he was getting out, we kind of went through the state filling out applications to see where and Flagstaff called first, so that's where we ended up.
And I first knew Mozelle's just from the smell of it, walking by at your old location.
Yeah, you had to walk through it.
Yeah, you just had to walk through that smell. It was so good. It was so tempting to walk in there and buy every single time. Tell us about how you got into that location and got over to this beautiful location here in Heritage Square.
Yeah, well, I had been working part-time at different bakeries in town and realized that this would be something I would like to do. I could probably run one myself. So I kept an eye out on different areas for lease. Obviously, downtown's the best option. And it just so happened there was this tiny little space down the street that under 300 square feet is what we started in. And we got a whole bunch of used equipment and just fit it all into that little space and just opened up and hoped that people would find us down there. And they did. We get a lot of, we smelled you from down the street, so we followed the smell type of thing. We were there for a couple of years and slowly grew bigger and bigger. We took over the other side, so that gave us almost 600 square feet. And then we needed more space. We were just completely outgrowing that space. I could not get everything done in that little space that we needed to get done. So we started looking down in the square closer, and we got a really great deal, and we moved in here 2 years ago.
So 2 years ago, you move in, you get more space, obviously, more money out of pocket.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then 2020 happens.
Yes, 2020 happens.
How were you able to get through that?
You know what? The reason we made it through 2020, I have to say, is because Flagstaff, from the people in Flagstaff. We had so many loyal customers that came in every day. They would buy something $3 or $4 and they'd leave us, $25, $30 tip just to help us get through. Several companies, big companies like Purina, they would give us huge orders once a month. The owners of the building were very nice to lower our rent for a few months during the whole pandemic. But we did manage to stay open. We didn't shut a single day. So it was me and my daughter in here every day running it. It was quiet, that's for sure. But yeah, we made it through by the grace of God, by customers, our customers, and I think just being in the town of Flagstaff really helped with that. Such a small community, and people really went out of their way to help us keep going.
Well, I gotta tell you, this is our 3rd episode, and it's a common theme that I'm hearing when I ask that question.
Yes.
And I haven't prompted you
No.
for any answers. This is on the spot, and everybody has the same answer. It's the city of Flagstaff. It is the people of Flagstaff that is really keeping us going.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It's it's hometowny, obviously, and the people here just, I think, more so than the bigger towns, look out for one another, and they really focus on local businesses here. So we get a lot of local help here.
So 2020 happened. We're over the hump. Now it's 2021. How are things looking?
We're busy. The outlook is really good for us. As soon as everything started opening up, people started flooding back to Flagstaff. So yeah, every weekend it's just busy. Downtown is so much more busy than what it was obviously this time last year. But we're taking in so many orders, so many weddings, so many people are just out ready to go get back to normal that we've actually had to turn down a lot of orders because that's how busy we are. So yeah, it's looking really good for us. Yeah.
Yeah, I think maybe people don't know that what you just mentioned. It's not just a storefront, so it's not just the business that you're getting from people walking in. That's probably a fraction of it.
It is.
A lot of it is the events, which are now opening back up, so there's a lot more business for you there.
Yeah, just the events alone. The weddings and the birthday cakes is really kind of our main money maker would be the cakes on this side, and then the storefront obviously is a plus. Yeah, we're definitely going into this year booked and ready to go. So yeah, we've added a few different things. We have ice cream now and things like that besides just the pastry. So that's definitely, I had no idea how popular ice cream was until we put it in here and we're like, oh, okay. So that's doing really well besides the pastries, but yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. I tell you what, let's go take a look at your store.
Okay.
All right, tell us what you have in here.
This is gonna be our breakfast case. So this is made all fresh every morning. Everything here is made from scratch. So we start on this and get this filled up first. And then we move on to our other cases.
Okay, perfect. So coming over here, you have a lot more options.
Yeah, here we got some bars and cookies and of course our gluten-free shelf with different items there every day.
Okay, those look delicious. Now I notice up top you have all kinds of cookies.
Yes, lots of cookie jars. We have a lot of variety here with our cookies. Chocolate chip, of course, is the most popular. My favorite's the Snickerdoodle.
Yeah, and I love that you have a red velvet option. I'm a sucker for red velvet, but you usually only see it in cupcakes.
This is true. Yeah, it's a popular flavor that we try and have a little bit more of.
All right, moving over to the big refrigerator. What do we have in here?
This is where you're gonna find our most popular item, which would be the brownies. We have several different kinds to choose from. You're also gonna get eclairs, cream puffs, the French macarons, the cheesecakes, our cupcakes. We try and have a different variety of cupcakes out every day. Yeah, tons to choose from in here.
And you also have gluten-free vegan options?
We do. We always try to have a few to choose from for gluten-free and vegan. You'll find a gluten-free cheesecake, a vegan brownies. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm a big sucker for brownies. I've definitely been in here and tried the brownie with mint icing. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Awesome. All right, so you also have Italian sodas and coffee.
Yeah, so we have the Italian sodas. We try and have a full line of coffee, all different kinds of flavors, espressos, mochas, all that good stuff. Lemonade, iced teas in the summer, and yeah, just lots of drinks to choose from as well.
Awesome. And that's not all.
No, that's not all.
So over here, what do we have?
This is gonna be our new ice cream case. So we're selling sorbets, gelato, and then we've added a soft serve ice cream with chocolate and vanilla. So this is all new. We're trying to figure it out still, but we're getting it going.
Yeah, I'm sure it's really popular. Everybody comes in for their breakfast options over there, and maybe as the day goes on, people are starting to move towards this side of the store.
Yeah, we've sold a lot of this for breakfast as well. So yeah.
You never know. You never know.
Well, thank you so much for giving us the tour of your bakery today. There you have it, 6 East Aspen, Mozelle's Bakery, right here in Heritage Square. Coffee, ice cream, pastries.
We got it all.
They got it all.